Today I'm going to talk to you about how you can green your clean and why you might want to do that as well. So if you do pop on into the Zoom, you can join me live and you can ask me any questions, but I am also streaming it into the group, and I will keep an eye out on the questions in the Facebook group as well. So let me know in the comments if you've got any questions as we go. If you do pop on live into Zoom and I'm in the middle of my presentation, please mute yourself so we don't get all the background noise. Okay, I'm going to get started because I'm not sure that anyone is coming in live. So I'm just going to share my screen with you so that I can go through my presentation that I've prepared for you. Okay, let me just get it onto slideshow and then we will be off. So this is all about how you can green your clean using natural solutions. So this is cutting out the chemicals, and as we go through this, you'll find out why I recommend that you do that. If you already green your clean, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what you're already doing, or is this the first time that you've even thought about what you're cleaning with? So most of you know me. My name's Debbie Lawrence, and I'm a holistic therapist and a Reiki master. I'm also a wife and a mum to two girls that are in their 20s now. With my therapies, I've been practicing actually for 17 years. That slide's 1 year out of date. And I've used essential oils all throughout my practice. But even before that, really, I started probably when my kids were born, because I wanted a natural way to support them, because they were quite poorly when they were little. They were in and out of the doctors, in some cases in and out of hospital. And I just felt really powerless. And essential oils gave me something that I could do to support them at home. It's become a big part of what I do as a business as well, just because I've found an essential oil now that works so quickly, that works without fail. And I want to share that. I want to share that with the world. So I'm on a bit of a mission to empower people with natural solutions for their health needs. So first of all, if you haven't been to one of my essential oil classes, my intro classes, then you might not realize that an essential oil is actually the immune system of the plant. So it's the part of the plant that protects it from viruses, bacteria, fungi. If you think about everything a plant goes through, it can't run away from danger. So it's had to develop its form of defense, and its form of defense is found within the essential oil. Now the magic comes for us because we're actually carbon-based, very much like a plant. So when we introduce an essential oil, if it's a pure essential oil into our bloodstream, our body recognizes it and knows what to do with it. So we've got something that's very fast and very effective with the right grade oil. There's a picture on the right there of a peppermint leaf, and you can see it's amplified, and that little sac on the leaf is what holds the essential oil. Now we get the oils from the plants through steam distillation, if it's from the roots, the bark, the stem, the leaves, or if it's from the fruit itself, then we get it through cold pressed extraction. And this isn't anything new. I'm probably teaching the converted here, but we all know we've used essential oils for centuries to support the healing process. And we're now finding ourselves in this pharmaceutical age where we've lost our power around our health. We get ill, we go to a doctor, the doctor gives us some medication and we get well eventually. The problem is that medication is synthetic, and our body doesn't always respond in the best way to synthetic substances. So we get a big long list of side effects. Now, if you look at what a medication actually is, originally it came from somewhere in nature. And a very clever scientist has isolated a part of that and recreated it synthetically in a laboratory so that it could be patented and sold as a pharmaceutical. Now, you can't patent nature, but by isolating a part, you've actually missed so much of what else was in that substance. So the essential oils, I think, can actually be more effective without the side effects that we get from medications. Now, there is a huge spectrum of uses with oils. We can use them to support us emotionally. They work amazingly quickly on the emotional system. So if you're feeling fear, anxiety, worry, stress, they work on that level. But they also work on a physical level as well. You know, going back to what I said about the body knowing what it is and what to do with it. Now, they are very powerful. They're 50 to 70 times more powerful than the herbs themselves. So we don't need a lot. 1 or 2 drops each time we use the essential oil is all we need. So they last us a really long time. These bottles have got 250 drops in, and you're only using 1 or 2 drops each time. Now, I've been on a bit of a mission with essential oils, because when I first started using them back 20 odd years ago, yes, I felt I was doing something. I absolutely love the smell of essential oils, but that was probably as far as my belief went, because I didn't have major wow moments. When I found doTERRA 3 years ago, that changed. From the first smell of these oils, I knew there was something different. I could feel it. So I bought some. I went home. I started using them on me. I started using them on my clients. And within 5 minutes of using an oil, we were seeing things shifted. So I went on a bit of a journey to find out why. I class myself as an open-minded skeptic. I'm not just going to believe something because you've told me. I need to experience it for myself, and I need to learn about it. Now, what I found actually is that a lot of the oils we can buy on the high street have been produced for the aroma. So they smell nice, which was my original experience, but they don't, because they're not 100% pure, a lot of the time they're actually mixed with something else. So there's a bigger profit margin for the company. And because of that, we're not getting the pure essential oil. So we weren't getting the wow moments. With these ones, they are 100% pure. So every single drop is a pure drop of essential oil. There's no fillers, there's pesticides, there's no chemicals. They're also very transparent. You can, about the results of their oils. They're actually the most tested essential oils you can buy. They go through 15 tests, every single batch. And 3 of those tests are outsourced independent tests. So we are 100% confident that we're only getting pure essential oil. But as going back to saying that they were very transparent with it, you can go online to a website called sourcetoyou.com, and you can put your batch number in that you find on the bottom of the bottle, and it brings up the report of exactly what's in your bottle and the levels as well. So this really fit for me. Being a therapist, I wanted to make sure I was using the best essential oil, and for my family as well. Another reason I think why they're so potent is because they're sourced from where they naturally thrive. So if you think about it, it's the immune system of the plant. We want a strong, healthy plant because that's going to have a really strong, healthy immune system. So they go all around the world where the soil conditions are right, where the temperature's right, and that's where we get our essential oils. And a lot of these places are third world countries where the conditions are harsh. These plants have had to really develop a strong immune system to survive. But what that's done is it's opened the doors to be able to help on a humanitarian level as well. And that's another big part of what doTERRA, what their mission is. It's not just to provide us with the best essential oil, but it's also to make a change all the way along the line, right the way from the guys that are growing these plants through to us using them. So all of that, more information, look on sourcetoyou.com and you'll see what they're up to. Now we're talking today about cleaning. So let's have a look at the difference between store-bought cleaners versus your homemade natural cleaners. So store-bought chemical cleaners can cause rashes and skin irritation, eye damage, allergies. They can give you problems with your lungs, your liver, your respiratory system. They can even, some of the ingredients are even carcinogenic. And just using them, you may have experienced it, you get a headache, and that's because the chemicals are getting into your bloodstream. Now, actually switching to a chemical-free version, you might be thinking, well, no, with everything that's going on, I need something that I know is going to clean. Well, these essential oils do just that, and we add them to non-toxic substances, and we've got just as good, if not better, cleaning ability using these. So it's toxin-free. They're effective, which is what we want when we're cleaning, right? They're safe. You can use them around your children and your pets. You're cleaning the floor with bleach and then your cat's walking on it all over the pads of the feet. It's getting into their bloodstream. So we just start to think about this. All we've got with essential oils is positive side effects. You might be cleaning, you might have been feeling really emotional and really sort of down, and suddenly you're just feeling on top of the world again because you've been cleaning with essential oils and they've worked on that emotional level. They're very inexpensive. You know, when we're saying they're pennies per drop. So you might think, well, I can't afford it. But actually, if you just buy the staple ingredients and a couple of essential oils, these will last you a year. And you're talking pennies per drop. And they are antiviral, antibacterial, and antiseptic. So don't worry about that. So we did a little look at what's actually lurking in our cleaning products, because we assume they're safe, don't we? We can buy them from the shop, they must be safe. But actually, when you start looking at the ingredients, you might get a different opinion. So let's have a look. So we've got endocrine disruptors in things like air fresheners and soaps. Endocrine disruptors mean that these chemicals get into our bloodstream and they attach to a cell. When your body then releases the hormones that you naturally need, there's nowhere for them to land. So we need to actually clear those cells so that the hormones can do their job. And essential oils can help to clear those cells. It's called antioxidant. So they clear them all, and then you're not introducing any more chemicals and the body goes back into balance. A lot of the ingredients, as I said earlier, are carcinogenic. So things like your carpet and upholstery cleaners, your dishwashing detergents and your soaps. Screenshot this page, and then when you're go and have a look in your cupboard at your cleaning products, and let's see on the ingredients if any of these are actually in what you're using. Fabric softeners, anything marked antibacterial can be a skin irritant. You've got ingredients in your window and multi-purpose cleaners that you're buying that can cause respiratory problems and sore throats. They can be irritating to the eyes. You get chlorine in a lot of things as well, which is really harmful for your respiratory system. If you breathe that in, you know it. I remember I was cleaning it. We've got downstairs a loo that's quite small, and I was cleaning with something years ago, and I actually was wheezing by the time I'd finished. And oven cleaners as well, they can burn your skin. So start thinking, actually, is there another alternative that works just as well? So in my webinar today, what we're going to do, we're going to focus on a few essential oils. And we're going to focus on lemon, peppermint, lavender, wild orange, tea tree, and a blend called On Guard. Most of you that have got these essential oils will have these oils as well. So we're looking at peppermint. So just before we go into cleaning, peppermint is a really cooling for the skin. So if you're feeling really hot this time of the year, you could put a drop of peppermint with some water in a spray and just spray it on the body. When it hits the skin, it has a cooling effect on the skin. Just be careful you don't spray it too close to your eyes, because it can make your eyes water. But it's also very invigorating. It's amazingly supportive of the digestive system. Most of this kind of physical and emotional stuff I go into in my introduction to essential oils classes. So I'll touch more on that in them. We're going to use lemon. So lemon I think of as cleaning on the inside and cleaning on the outside. It's also lovely uplifting aroma. So you could diffuse it while you're working. It's the oil of focus. So it helps keep you on track of what you're trying to achieve. It's also cleansing and antibacterial. Lavender, most people have heard of, have used, have experienced. Lavender is very calming. So it's really good for anxiety, anger. It's good if you have problems sleeping. You can put some lavender on the bottom of your feet at bedtime and just give it about 15 minutes to get into the bloodstream, starting to work, and then you'll have a really deep night's sleep. It's also really supportive for the skin. So any sort of itchy skin conditions, maybe an insect bite that's really itching, put a drop of lavender on it. It takes away the itch really quickly and reduces the inflammation. It's also, for our cleaning purposes, antibacterial and antifungal. We look at wild orange, full of antioxidants, so really good for cleaning up those cells we were talking about earlier on. Also has its antibacterial properties. Tea tree, most people have thought of for cleaning because of how powerful it is as a cleaner. It is a very clinical smell. I tend to use it more. I use it in my treatment room for cleaning brushes that I've used for facials and things like that. But main use for tea tree is if I had any kind of infection, I guess I would want to use it for that. Or if I have a spot come up, put a dab of tea tree on it, gone by the next day. And then On Guard is our most popular blend actually. Wild orange, cloves, cinnamon, eucalyptus and rosemary. It smells like Christmas to me. You've probably smelt it before if you've come to a sparkling synergy meeting, and I've normally bring it in around winter time because of how good it is for protecting us, our immune system, but also in our cleaning. It's the one that we're using the most at the moment. So On Guard, the way I use it is I diffuse it. So having it in a diffuser so that it's in the air, so that you're breathing in the immune boosting properties. Topically on the body, I've been using it all the way through since probably November. I've just kept using it this year because of obviously what we've got going on. And if I get poorly, then I will put some in a veggie capsule, and just a couple of drops. Don't overdo internal use, but 2 drops in a veggie capsule. I'd add lemon, I'd probably add oregano, and I would take that internally while I'm ill. And within 24, 48 hours at the most is as long as it takes with me. You can gargle with it if you've got an irritated throat. I make my own hand cleansing sprays now because we're using them all the time, aren't we, in shops. What's in there, you know, what you put in that shop's sanitizer onto the skin, and whatever you put on the skin gets into the bloodstream. So I make my own with aloe vera gel, On Guard essential oil and water. So I just squirt a couple of teaspoons of aloe vera gel into a spray bottle. Then I add 10 drops of On Guard and then fill it up with water to get that nice consistency. Give it a shake to get it all together. And that's what I use. I spray it on my hands as I'm going into a shop and as I'm coming out of a shop. So there's loads we can talk about, but we're talking about cleaning today. So let's get on with cleaning. So for our recipes today, if you want to screenshot this, if you're going to try some DIY recipes at home, we're using an On Guard cleaner concentrate, white vinegar, citric acid, sodium bicarbonate, Castile soap. I'm going to explain what all these are, don't worry. A pumice cleaning stone, which you probably can't see because my picture's over the top of it. This is what it is. You'd need to get yourself an amber spray bottle, glass, because essential oils can draw the toxins out of plastic. An icing sugar shaker, will become obvious later, and microfiber cleaning cloths. So for your all-purpose surface cleaner, the easiest way is to use the On Guard cleaner concentrate. It's already made for us with that On Guard protective blend of oils in it. You would put 3 tablespoons in your amber glass bottle. You can add some white vinegar as well, just a tablespoon. And then your choice of essential oil. And I'm recommending lemon for the all-purpose, just because it's really good at cutting through grease and greasy marks. And then you put all of that into your spray bottle and top it up with water. And there's your all-purpose surface cleaner that you can use all around the house. You can use it in your kitchen. You can use it. I use it in the bathroom. I use it on the glass shower screen. I use it around the windows. So it's just all over the house. That's my basic cleaner. So one thing to point out there, sorry, I knew I had to say something. On marble or natural stone, you don't really want to use anything acidic. So you would definitely leave out the vinegar. And to be honest, I tend to leave out the vinegar myself now as well. I don't really like the smell of the white vinegar. So I just use the On Guard cleaner concentrate and another essential oil and water. Then we've got our hobs and our ovens. So for this, you could just use your cleaner concentrate, but also you could get some Castile soap, which is a natural oil-based soap. You buy it as a liquid, and that's your base. You've got your amber bottle again. Now the sodium bicarbonate, you can, if you've got lots of marks burnt on to the top of your hob, you can get your icing sugar shaker. I got one up here to show you. So here's mine. And I've got some sodium bicarbonate in there, and I would sprinkle that across the top of the hob first, and then just leave it for about 5–10 minutes just to soak up any of the grease that's there. And this is if you've got real stubborn stains. And then you get your spray bottle. You've got your Castile soap that you've poured in. Again, probably just you've got the ingredients there, 125 ml in your spray bottle. Add your essential oils that you want to use. So I'm suggesting lemon to cut through that grease, melaleuca, which is tea tree, and oregano. Just 3 or 4 drops of each in there. And then when you've left your sodium bicarbonate for a few minutes, you can just spray that on and wipe it off. It's so rewarding because it comes off so well, but also the smell is just, it just works on an emotional level as well as a physical. Okay, what have we got here? Toilet cleaner. This was the one that I was like, I need my toilet cleaner. We've got really hard water in Buckinghamshire, and if we don't flush it every night, or every time we go, I say night because I think we got into the habit as a family of not flushing the loo at night if we did a number one, because of waking everyone else up when they were small. And it's just getting out of that habit now. They're not small anymore. It's not going to wake them up. But if you leave it overnight for a week, then you're going to have the stains down the bottom of the pan. So the way to get these off are, you've got your multi-purpose cleaner. So you can just use that to spray if it's and clean. Now, if there are the toilet stains inside the pan, the thing to do is add 1/2 cup of vinegar and some sodium bicarbonate powder. And then I do like to leave it overnight, because it just same as I would actually with a chemical cleaner, just to give it a chance to get in there and start breaking up all of that, the stain, whatever's caused it. Then come in the morning with your pumice stone, which is this one that I was showing you earlier. It's got a plastic handle on it so that I'm not too far into the toilet. And then you just very gently, actually, you don't even have to do it very hard, work away at the stain. And then you can flush it, and you can use your normal sort of toilet brush with the spray just to give it another go round. And that works. That's the only thing I've found that's not chemical that works in the toilet. Now you've got your window cleaner. For this, you could just use white vinegar, 300 ml in your 500 ml amber bottle. Now, if you've got a smaller amber bottle, then just reduce the amount of vinegar and some water. And then add your essential oils. And I quite like lemon. I just think the house smells amazing with lemon. So just putting 10 drops of lemon in with that, spraying it on the window, wiping it off. If you've got wooden or tiled floors, then you could use, what have we got here? We've got the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate or the Castile soap, depending on which way you've gone. Just put just a capful or a squirt into a bucket, add your essential oils and water, and you've got a perfectly good antibacterial floor cleaner. Descaling the kettle, you can do this naturally with white vinegar. So what you would do is put 125 ml of white vinegar with 125 ml of water, pour it into the kettle, boil it, and then leave it overnight. So you have to let the rest of the family know this is what you're doing, so they don't just use it for their tea. Then in the morning when you get up, you can empty that out, and then I like to boil it again just a couple of times just to clear that, and then you can just use it as normal. For an air freshener, now if you've got any respiratory problems at all, then please don't use spray air fresheners. You know, the ones that you can plug in or the ones that you can get in a can, they will affect your respiratory system, and you don't need to. You could just as easily make your own with essential oils. You could get a spray bottle, an amber spray bottle again. I quite like these ones actually. I got these from a company called essentialoilsupplies.co.uk. And you just pop your water in. You can use filtered water if you want to. I just tend to use tap water, I'll be honest. And then you just add your essential oils. I love geranium, just love the smell of it. So I would put in something like lavender, wild orange and geranium. But there are other blends. There's one called Air, which is really good for opening up the respiratory system. You could use lemon and peppermint if you want more invigorating. You can really play with that. And then you just spray it out and it just comes out as a mist. It's a bit empty, this one. I leave these in the loos so that people use them rather than getting a shop bought one. How are we doing for time? Got one person watching. Say hello if you're watching, so I know who you are. Mould. This is one that we get quite a bit in the bathrooms. So you can make your own mould cleaner. You can use your multi-purpose cleaner. Remember that from the first slide, the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate and your essential oils. You can just spray it on and wipe it off. Now, On Guard has got clove in it. I'm just trying to think what would be the thing for mold. It's probably the clove, cinnamon. But if you're using that and the mold comes back, then do add something like oregano, or you could add extra clove in, and that will kill it off. It's finding what kills off your particular strain of bacteria. So start off with the On Guard. If it comes back sooner than you want, then use your On Guard with oregano, or On Guard with some extra clove or something like that. But this, you don't need the nasty mold cleaners that you can buy. So just some extra tips. Let's move my picture out of the way so I can read. Work surfaces. Remember, be careful if you've got marble or natural stone. Nothing acidic on them. I'm going to take that out, actually, citrus oils, because they're not acidic. But something like white vinegar, you do want to make sure that you haven't got it on your natural surface. And if you've got a natural surface, then just use a little corner section. Try it, and somewhere hidden, something on top of it or something, just to make sure. But all other surfaces are fine. We always used amber glass bottles because they actually stop the sunlight from accelerating the expiration of the essential oil. It says on there coloured. I prefer amber just because I know that that does the most protection. Some of the other colours aren't as protective. Never use plastic bottles because the essential oils draw out the impurities of the plastic, and you don't want to be spraying that all over your surfaces. Remember, Castile soap is very natural. It's made from different olive oils, and so it's safe to wash your vegetables in too. You could even wash your vegetables just with some drop of lemon in some water. PVC cleaning, you can use your all-purpose cleaner. Shoe scuffs, that dark shoe scuffs. Furniture polish, you can mix your essential oils with olive oil and you make a really good furniture polish. And you could add a small amount of white vinegar to that if you need to. So that's my top tips for greening your clean. Hopefully I've shown you today how effective it is and why on a health level you'd want to do this. I actually work with a lady who owns her own cleaning company, and she was really poorly because she was working with these chemicals all day long, and she switched completely now to the products that I've just explained to you. Actually, she wrote a lot of this presentation, and one of the things she said to me is that she just feels so much better. She can breathe again. So it really does work. So if you're going to go down this route and you haven't done already, you want to know where you can buy them, the ingredients. So most of them, I'll be honest, especially over lockdown, I bought most of my stuff from Amazon because it was just quicker and easier, and I could go online and get it all delivered. But do check out your local natural stores as well, because they'll have a lot of these products and it's always good to support them. For the glass bottles, there's a company I use called essentialoilsupplies.co.uk. That's a family-run company, and they supply all different things, roller bottles, spray bottles, all sorts of amazing different things. But if not as well, you can get them from Amazon. With the essential oils, please don't buy from Amazon. Just because we're not allowed to actually sell the essential oils on Amazon. So the people that aren't working for doTERRA, and we have had reports of the oils being adulterated to make a bigger profit. So it's everywhere, but also you'd miss out on all the support. A lot of you in the group already do have the essential oils through me, and the support you get is ongoing. It's through a Facebook group, weekly education around the oils. So the best way for you to buy these essential oils would be directly from doTERRA through me. I can set you up with a wholesale account, so you're getting them for the same price that I am, which is a 25% discount on the retail price. It costs £24 to set up your wholesale account, but you don't have to buy in bulk after that. You just buy whatever you want to buy when you want to buy it. You're not tied into anything like monthly purchases or anything like that. It's just a way of getting the discounted price. You can get it even cheaper buying it as part of a kit. The oils are discounted further and you get that free wholesale account. So that's the way most people go. You could start with something like a lemon, lavender and peppermint trio. You don't have to go big. These would be perfectly adequate for your cleaning. Ooh, oops, I've gone too far. There's two sizes. There's a 15 ml size, which I can't read the price because it's under my picture. And there's a 5 ml size. I would recommend you adding on the cleaner concentrate because that'll be your staple of what you're doing. And that price that I've worked out there, whatever it is, I can see it on the screen actually. What does it say? Oh, I can't read. It's $69.55 for the full size one. That does include a wholesale account as well for your shopping for the next 12 months. After 12 months, it costs £18 to renew and they send you a free bottle of peppermint. So it's like you're never really paying again. What most people do is start with the top 10 oils because they've then got more of a selection and you get the education around these oils so that you've got a kit there that you can use for 80% of the things that we go through physically and emotionally. So the top 10 oils have lavender, lemon, peppermint, tea tree, oregano, frankincense, deep blue, a blend called Air, the respiratory blend, really good for stopping snoring. Zengest, which is a digestive blend, so any sort of digestive discomfort, and add that On Guard protective blend. So there's two sizes. There's the small one. Actually, I need to update that bottom price because it's actually just come down in price. It's now £117. Includes that free wholesale account and 5 ml bottles of all of those oils. Or there's the bigger sized kit, which is the full sized version. That comes with a free diffuser as well as a wholesale account. That's $243. So the bigger kit, it's called the Home Essentials. It is better value because you're getting 3 times the oils for, was it twice the price? And a free diffuser. We've got a special in August as well. So if you haven't got a wholesale account yet and you want to get started with one of these kits, you can choose one of these for free. So with the small kit, you can choose one. So Balance is really grounding. Serenity is your sleep blend. And Citrus Bliss is an uplifting blend. So you could choose one of those for free. If you start with the bigger kit, the Home Essentials, then you can choose 2 of those for free. And if you started with an even bigger kit than that, then you could get all 3 for free. So that's just throughout August. So let people know if you know people that are interested in starting, this is a good month. So there you go, what's included in their wholesale account. It's the free support. You get weekly continued education online. And when we can get all back together again, live events, you get a welcome pack from me, which has an A to Z guide talking you through ailments, roller bottles, samples of other things I think you might like. We've got an oil camp as well. You get free entry into Oil Camp, which is a 10-day online educational program. Now it is in short videos. Don't think you've got to sit there for 10 days. It's every day you can watch the posts that day, very short 4-minute video and a post. You comment on it, where you win prizes. It really talks you through those top 10 oils. We show you how to do DIYs with them. It's a really fun 10 days actually. And if you want to, there's also a WhatsApp community group. So you can just type in, I've got this wrong, what oil should I use? And I would come back to you, or someone that in the group that's been using the oils a while will tell you their experiences. And you also get an hour with me to go through the oils that you've purchased so that you really know how you can use them, not just for your cleaning, but also for any health problems that you've got going on. And then before I finish, do you want one of these? These are really popular actually. These are little packs that come with 8 essential oils of your choice, little roller bottles of them. And this is what I give to people if you'd like to host a class for me. So hosting a class, what that involves is just getting together a few of your friends that you think would be interested in this subject. And we do it online now. We choose a date and time that works for you all. They get a little oil from me for joining, so something specific to them. And then we go through the Discover the Power of Essential Oils workshop, or we could do the green cleaning if you think that's more appropriate. I've also got women's wellness workshops, so we can really tailor it to your group. And as a thank you from me, you get one of those little packs. So if you would like to host a class, just let me know and we'll get a date in the diary for that. Now, lastly, there's also a business opportunity with doTERRA. For me personally, in March, my practice stopped. Overnight, I was told I can't work anymore. If I hadn't have had the essential oil side to what I do, I would have been earning 0 income over the lockdown. But as it was, I was still earning a full-time wage. So there is a very genuine opportunity with the essential oils. And the good thing for people that work with me is that I've been doing it for 3 years now, which might not seem long, but actually when it feels it. And there's systems in place now that make it so much easier for the people that I work with. So even if you're just a little bit interested in finding out a bit more about what it involves, then get in touch and we can have a chat and just go through it and see if it's a fit for you. So that's it. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for sticking with me. I can't see any comments in the group, but as you're watching it, please do put your comments in. Let me know if you've tried essential oils for cleaning, if you've learned something new today, if you'd like to host a class, or if you'd like to talk to me about the business side of it, just let me know. And if you want to know more about the physical side of essential oils and you haven't been to one of my intro classes yet, then I've got one tonight. It's free to join, and it's all about those top 10 oils. So you'll learn a little bit more about those oils, but from a physical and emotional perspective rather than cleaning. Message me, let me know in the comments, and I'll send you the link. It's on Zoom, it's at 7 o'clock tonight. It's about a 45-minute presentation. Okay, I think that's the end of my presentation. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Just check to see if there's any comments, which I don't think there is. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments. All right, lots of love.